So Ibrahim Traore is an asset that Africa need to protect at all costs. That is the current president of Burkina Faso. Since this young man came into power in September 2022, you can see a whole lot of work that he has been carrying out to transform his country, and he has even been invited 2 times to the White House and he declined, which baffled the US president, because America has been used to that when they invite an African president, before you know it, them and their entourage is there. But this young man declined, telling him that he has a whole lot of projects to supervise in his country. And you see that since he has been in power since September 2022, carrying out all this developmental work transforming Burkina Faso, he even increased Burkina Faso's GDP from $18.1 billion to $22.1 billion. That is to say that he is doing awesomely well for his people. He's making sure that out of the sufficiency of his country, that his country don't need to borrow from IMF or World Bank. Rather, they are doing what they are doing out of their own self-sufficiency, and is working for them. And you can equally see that since he's in power, he has been awakening the conscience of many African leaders, even though we know that some puppets in Africa are still against him. He's an asset that we cannot afford to lose. He's an asset that we need to protect at all costs. This is a clear example that any leader in Africa that rises to say his own people first, that want to transform his country out of the sufficiency of his country and the continent of Africa, that the wolves in the West will always try to take him out. It has always been like that. So I beg every concerned African, every African youth, every African leader that still have conscience, that still put motherland Africa first, to do whatever they can in any little way they can to protect this man, because he's a treasure Africa need to protect at all costs.